G'day guys, and welcome back to another episode of Red Pill Garage. Is your car's air conditioning and heater fan have a weak airflow or not blowing enough cold air or hot air? What about a foul odour coming from your heater or your air conditioning vents? You're probably thinking, what's died in my car? Have you ever bothered to check your car's cabin filter? More than likely that's going to be your problem. What does a cabin filter exactly do? It's basically an air filter for the inside of your car. Just like the air filter for your motor, it works the same way. It needs clean air. Now, these cabin filters reduce the harmful contaminants or pollution entering the vehicle via the ventilation system. The air inside our vehicles have been found to have a much higher concentration of pollutants than air outside the vehicle, and in some cases up to 10 times more. If you suffer from asthma or allergies or even respiratory problems, those people are especially at risk when concentration of pollutants are this high inside the vehicle. And this is why we should replace our cabin filters. Now at most, you may need a screwdriver or two, but most cars you won't need any tools. But what I want to show you guys here, by using this torch, you can actually see how much light comes through the new cabin filter. Now a cabin filter that's blocked up, if you can't get light shining through there, how are you supposed to get air flowing through there? And this is a good indication to check. Now keep this in mind because we're going to compare with the filter that's in the car and we'll check to see how much light shines through that filter. Okay, next turn the ignition on because we're going to check the airflow. So turn your fan on to number 4, the highest speed, and make sure your setting's right. So we've got 4. And I can feel there the airflow is not too crash hot and there's a foul smell coming out of that too. And you can turn it off. Okay, make your way over to the glove box. Most cabin filters are actually situated behind the glove box itself. Now you want to make sure if your car's actually got screws that hold the glove box in, like this one. And there should be a total of 7 on this particular Subaru. And there's another 2 underneath. But most cars don't have any screws at all, and that's why you don't need any tools. So once you've undone all your screws and removed all the screws, you can actually pull the glove box straight out. Like so, and that's it. And that's where our cabin filter sits, behind that rectangular box. And that's our blower box or fan box. And the fan sits in there and that's what blows out the air. And I'll just remove that electrical component so we can undo the panel there for the cabin filter. Just matter of sliding that off. Normally you won't have to remove anything. And it's just a matter of pulling down the locking tabs and the panel comes straight out. Just gently remove, take your time not to drop any leaves down in the blower box. And look how disgusting that cabin filter looks. Man, that's gross. What you want to do next is just make sure there's no leaves or debris caught up in that fan in the blower box, and just turn the fan around. Spin it around and make sure it's all nice and clean. And if you do find any leaves in there, just pull it out. Otherwise, it could create a noise when you turn your fan on because the leaf will get caught up in that fan. Now, do you guys remember when I did that light test on the new filter? Well, have a look at this one. You can barely see any light coming through that cabin filter. So that gives you a really good indication if you can't get light shining through, how's the air supposed to come through that filter? And you don't want to go breathing all that crud into your lungs. Okay, now it's time to install the new filter, and you want to follow the instructions on the filter. Make sure you put it the right way around, because these filters are designed to work one way and one way only. Okay, make sure the airflow is going the right way because the air is flowing from outside the car in the car. So the arrow's got to face downwards, that's the airflow. And here it says up, so you really can't make a mistake with this particular one here. Just think of it this way, if you're still confused, think about the air filter on your engine. The air rushes through the air filter into the engine, so it's actually drawn into the engine. It's the same thing with the cabin filter. And it's that simple. Next, we're going to fit the lid back on, and they should just snap into place, like so. And the electrical component goes back on. Now it's time to refit the glove box. There's our clips, our locking clips. Make sure they all line up in the holes. One there and one there. And our locator. Make sure that all lines up as well. It should just snap into place. Then it's time to refit all the screws. Okay, next what you want to do is open and close your glove box lid a couple of times just to make sure it's not binding anywhere. Then turn the ignition on and turn your fan speed all the way up to number 4 and check that airflow now. Oh, what a difference that is. Oh, that's much, much better. Now, if the bad odor in the car still persists, there's a couple other products you can use. There's one here, an Airco Fresh. You can spray that down the vents. And that's a pretty good product as well to get rid of smells. And this other product here that I use, now you probably get this from your local mechanic, but you can't buy the product itself because you need to use it in the machine. It's an ultrasonic cleaning solution that goes into this machine here. And the way it works, basically, I'll just remove that cover, unscrew the cap off the bottle, and it's just a matter of screwing in the bottle on top of the machine. There's a little brass bit that sticks out that punctures through the foil of the bottle. And that's the brass bit there. That connector just plugs into the accessories or the cigarette lighter. And there are our function lights. I'll just turn the machine around and I'll show you the exhaust part of the machine where the mist comes out. And that's it there. And that part there goes under the dashboard of the car on the passenger side. It works very similar to a smoke machine like in a nightclub. So what I do, I turn the engine on, have the fan blowing at maximum speed on recirculating air, and this way the mist circulates throughout the whole air conditioning system of the car. Goes through all the vents and leaves the inside of your car smelling fresh and clean. And that's it, guys. That's how you change a cabin filter properly. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button not to miss out on any future videos. And I'll see you on the next episode of Red Pill Garage. Thank you for watching.